A new wave of travel restrictions is set to be unveiled, potentially affecting citizens from over 40 countries. According to reports, the upcoming ban will introduce three levels of restrictions: outright bans, sharply limited travel permissions, and a category of nations given 60 days to address security concerns. Reuters, citing an internal memo and sources familiar with the policy, revealed that 41 countries are on the list, with Afghanistan, Iran, Syria, Cuba, and North Korea among those facing a complete visa suspension. The New York Times expanded on this, listing additional affected nations, including Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Venezuela. Notably, 7 countries that appeared on President Trump's 2017 travel ban remain on the restricted list. Partial suspensions will reportedly impact nations such as Eritrea, Haiti, Laos, Myanmar, and South Sudan, limiting visas for tourism, students, and immigrants. Those in this category may also be required to undergo in-person interviews to secure entry. Meanwhile, a third group of 26 countries, including Belarus, Pakistan, and Turkmenistan, has been given 60 days to comply with new security standards or risk falling under similar restrictions. The latest measures stem from an executive order signed on January 20th by President Trump, directing the State Department to review the screening and vetting processes of foreign nationals. The directive cites the need to protect national security by preventing the entry of individuals who may pose a threat through terrorist activities, extremist ideologies, or exploitation of immigration laws. A final report detailing the countries affected is expected within the week. The upcoming restrictions build on past travel bans, including Trump's controversial 2017 order, which initially targeted 7 Muslim-majority nations and led to widespread protests and legal battles. That order, which extended to lawful residents and visa holders, resulted in chaos at airports and was met with multiple legal challenges, culminating in a Supreme Court ruling that upheld a later iteration of the policy. Subsequent bans expanded the list of restricted countries, with the most recent iteration before this one, introduced in 2020, adding several African nations to the list. Now, with the latest expansion, concerns are rising over how these policies will impact legal residents, particularly green card holders from affected countries. Immigration attorneys have already warned those with permanent residency in the U.S. to avoid international travel until the policies are clarified, fearing a repeat of past instances where green card holders were barred from reentry. Meanwhile, the Trump administration has taken additional steps to tighten immigration policies. On his first day back in office in 2025, he signed an executive order allowing for the deportation of foreign nationals expressing pro-Palestinian sentiments, under the pretext of combating terrorism and national security threats. Another order, aimed at addressing anti-Semitism, authorizes federal agencies to use all legal tools to prosecute and remove individuals engaged in unlawful anti-Semitic harassment and violence. These measures have already had real-world consequences, with reports emerging that Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil, a prominent voice in the Columbia University protests, has had his green card revoked and is currently detained in Louisiana. Additionally, the administration has begun retroactively canceling visas, particularly those of Libyan students, with reports indicating that American embassies are summoning individuals for further interviews after their visas were revoked. As the world waits for the final details of the latest travel restrictions, the impact on international students, green card holders, and travelers remains uncertain. Given the history of legal challenges to previous bans, litigation could soon follow, testing the boundaries of executive authority on immigration. Stay informed with In the Know News for the latest developments on this and other major global issues.